Hey guys, let's start today's class. Let me share my screen. Okay, before that, let me log in into my instance. Yeah, so I have successfully logged in. Yeah, so yesterday we saw some things about page layout. So today I was about to teach you about lightning record pages. Okay, so let me go to one of the object that is available here. Uh, mm, okay, so here we have page layout and lightning record pages. Okay, so you can create your own lightning record page. Okay, it can also be called as lightning app builder page. So this is the default lightning record page that I have assigned to the page layout. Okay, so you cannot assign it as a page layout basis, but you can assign it based on the profile. Okay, so as you see on the screen, right? So these are all the things that you can control using this lightning app builder page. Okay, so once you open a account record, okay, you see a gear icon on the top right. Okay, so here you'll be having the option like edit page, edit object. So you can simply click on edit page to edit that particular page. Okay, so you need not worry about the name that is there. Okay, so if at all, if it is based on the profile, it's going to be displayed. Otherwise, you can directly go to a record page, and out of that record, you'll be able to find what is necessary. Okay. So yeah, so you'll be, as I told you yesterday, you'll be in a position to rearrange these components. Okay. For example, you wanted this activity history above this related quick links. Okay, so you can simply do that by dragging this from top to bottom. It's just this drag and drop. Okay, so you can do it by yourself. So for example, if at all, if I don't want this Twitter tab, okay, if I don't want this Twitter component on the page layout on the lightning record page, I can simply click on this option. Okay, which is going to get this one removed. Okay, so these are the options that are available. So this is the component type where you'll be able to choose all the components that is available. Okay, and also most importantly, you'll also be in a position to choose the lightning component as well. Okay, so you have the lightning components here, right? So if at all, if you wanted this lightning component inside this record page, okay, app builder page, you can simply have this. So this particular lightning component gets the functionality of the meeting. Okay, so that's the functionality that is present inside this class. Okay, so simply you can just drag it and you can see what is the functionality that the component is going to do. Okay, and you can pretty much add a Tableau dashboard or tabs if you want. Okay, so if at all, if you want any tab, you can add it. Okay, so here if I don't want details and if I want some other thing. Okay, so these are all the available tabs. For example, I wanted something like coupons. Okay, I can have something like that in place. Okay, so if I click on if I click If I click on done, it will be displayed on the page layout. Okay. So this is the portion which I've added. Okay. So for example, if you don't want this one, you can simply click on add tab, and then you can select from the available list. Okay. So just have a look at what are all the options that are available from this tab list. Okay. So if at all, if you create any custom tab, that will be present under this one. So since there are like a lot of standard tabs that are provided by Salesforce, you'll be able to see all these standard tabs here. Okay. So pretty much, I think you'll be able to find this task order, or if at all, if you wanted any report also, you can add. So this is one of the options that I showed you yesterday in page layout. Okay. So this is something that you can also do on a Lightning app builder page. Okay. So this is the one you need to look into or look forward to. Okay. Uh, so you will be having this recent activity or product inventory news. Okay. So the current news or the trending news is going to be displayed here. Okay. And also you have media, all these options. Okay. So whichever options you want, yeah, you can fill it. Okay. So yeah. And if at all, if you wanted any rich text component to be placed here, okay. So in that rich text, so as I already told you, the data type rich text area, right? So that will be similar to this one. You'll have all these options like to make the text bold, italic, underline the text, or all these formatting options, it'll be available for you. Okay. So for example, I wanted some image to be displayed. Okay. So I can just go ahead and click on this. Okay. Since we don't have this option yeah, we don't have that option in place. Okay. So we'll not be able to insert the image. Yeah. So that's the thing. Okay. Yeah. So you need to make sure like what are all the components that are available in the left hand side of the mm, available component list. Okay. So you'll also be able to add a flow. Okay. Flow is one of the feature that Salesforce provides. So flow process, as I already told you, right? So process builder, flow, these all works in Lightning framework. Okay. So similarly, you'll be able to add this flow component to the Lightning app builder page. And also you have chatter feed. As I already told you, chatter is some feature that is similar to this Facebook wall. Okay. The group wall, right? Group post or group wall feed, everything. So that's something similar to that. And also the chatter feed, which is related to this particular chatter and chatter publisher. So all these options are available for you to drag it into the page. Okay. So you have this list view and recent items, like potential duplicates. Okay. This is one of the important component that all your clients would ask for ask for it. Okay. Because this particular component shows you if at all if you have any duplicate rule in place. Okay. Duplicate rule is something that you'll be creating in order to find. So for example, this record, okay, CTS EG is already being created in the system. Suppose if at all like Kishore is simultaneously creating the same account with the same name. Okay. So obviously I need to be alerted with a notification saying that there is already a record with the same name. Do you still want to create it? Okay. So that's something called as duplicate alert in Salesforce. Okay. So yeah, that's one of the component that you can place it here, and option that is available. Okay. So you can have this, you know, duplicate rule attached to this component so that what happens is if at all if there is any potential duplicate for this particular record, it will be displayed. Okay. Yeah. So grip notification, so I'm not sure about this feature, but maybe we can see. Okay. So this is something related to technical part. And as I already told you, like the one which you see here, right, related quick list. So this is the component that you can add, and you can see all the related objects in this way. Okay. So this is related list, but imagine I don't want this and I want related quick link. Okay. And I'm also removing related quick link. And if at all, if you want any related record also, you can have that component. So as of now, you don't have any related thing for this. Okay. And Twitter Visualforce page, as I already told you, Visualforce is something that is related to coding. Okay. So earlier, like before 4 years, Visualforce page were all like in good swing. But as Lightning components and Lightning, this Aura components and all came, Visualforce has been depleted. Okay. But yeah, they are still using it. But if at all, if you wanted any Visualforce, so Visualforce is something that, for example, imagine there would be some yeah, let me save this. Okay, there would be some functionality, like if at all, if you're going to the particular record. Okay, so based on the values I give it here, before the save itself, I wanted these value to be automatically calculated and display here. Okay. So such things you'll not be able to do using standard Salesforce functionality. Okay. So in those scenarios, you will be going with Visual Force page. Okay. Not only Visual Force page, it can be Lightning components or, like Lightning LWC or Aura components, anything. Okay. So such functionalities you'll be able to achieve only using coding. Okay. So yeah, so that's one of the things. So if at all, if you have any customly created Visualforce page, you can simply drag that component here and place it here. Okay. So you can choose what are all the, so if at all, if you wanted any Visualforce name, Visualforce page. So currently I don't have any Visualforce page in my org. So if at all, if you create any Visualforce page, so all the Visualforce pages that are present in the org is going to be displayed in this part. Okay. So you can simply click on this magnifying glass icon and you'll be able to see the Visualforce pages available. Okay. And this is a place where you can set the height, the width as well. So if you don't want it to be big in your page, you can simply reduce it. Or if you wanted it big, you can increase it. So it's all, customly quoted one. Okay. So this is something that you need to set. And also this option, so for example, if at all, if you wanted it to be displayed only for the phone, okay, you wanted it to be displayed only for the mobile application, you'll be choosing this option. So once I choose this desktop, this is automatically going to be aligned as per the device. Okay. So if at all, if you're seeing this in MacBook or laptop or even tab, okay, it automatically gets adjusted. Okay. Yeah. So there's options that is available, and you can also add filters here as per the thing. And once you click on this activation, okay, so you'll be able to see to which uh, to which profile you wanted this particular page to be assigned as. Okay. So most of the time you'd be going with this option called app default, where you can select this assign as app default. Okay. So once you click on this particular page which you have modified, okay, this page is going to be applied for all the records. Okay. So irrespective of the page layouts, it's going to be in the same way. Okay. So assign as app default. So whichever page layout I'll be creating, it doesn't matter. Okay. So all the page layouts are going to be in this structure, which I showed you. Okay. So this is something that you can assign to different apps or profiles or record types. So for example, imagine I wanted salesperson to have this particular uh, page in place, but not service people. Okay. So I'm just going to select sales and click on next. Okay. So it means that sales, the users who belong to the sales profile. Okay. So if at all, if they're using this desktop and phone, they're going to have the same page layout there. Okay. So that's the meaning. So once you do all these things, you need to click on save. Okay. Don't forget to click on save, because most of the time, like it's not like automatically saved one. Okay, you need to go and click on the save button in order to get your changes saved. Okay. So yeah, so this is the list of pages that is available. Okay, so this is the Lightning App Builder page for account object. But if you see all these things, okay, here, so these are all the things which I have modified previously. Okay, so I have modified for contact role, property, meeting, major initial. So these are all individual objects, and I have modified all these individual objects app builder page. Okay. Okay, I think we're good, right? So this option, like as you hover over that button, you'll be able to find it, like it's pretty straightforward. Okay. Yeah. And so the next topic, yeah. So yeah. So these are all the page layouts, and also the detail page which I told you. So that's from the object perspective. And you have the definition page, okay, the backend page. So I showed you, right, the one where I was rearranging the fields yesterday. So that's called as page layout, and that's the place where you need to change all the basically you'll do the rearrangement of fields there. Okay. So this is the one which I was talking about. And yeah, mini page layout, I wanted to tell about this to you. So yeah, if I hover over this, okay, if I hover over this, I'll be able to find certain details. Okay, so to which company this user belongs to, or if he's an active user or inactive user. If I hover over this person, I'll be able to see details respected to this one. Okay. So the details which I wanted the end user to see is the one which I selected here. So I have selected company name and also active checkbox. Okay. So if I wanted a few more fields or few more details to be displayed in this mini page layout, I can do that. Okay. So that's one of the thing that you'll be able to do it. Okay. So you have something called compact layout. Okay. So that's the part where you will be pretty much going with this one. Okay. So if at all, if you wanted to change any account page layout, so on an account, so okay, let me pull a contact record for you. And if I go to details of this particular contact, if I hover over this, I'll be able to find this detail type, phone, website, all these things, right? So this is the part where I'll be controlling all these things. Okay. So once I click on this edit, I'll be able to select what are all the fields that I wanted it to be displayed. Okay. So if at all, if I don't want this account owner to be displayed because it's already displayed, right? So I'm just going to remove that from the available list and click on save. Okay. So this is called as mini page layouts. Okay. And yeah, as I already told you, in a page layout, you'll be able to add a new section and also blank space. And yeah. Yeah. So you'll be able to find this buttons and links. Okay. So this is what I was talking about. So once you go into a object manager, and if you go to the object, you'll be able to see all these things. Okay. So this is the place you will be creating this new button. Okay. So if at all, if you wanted to create a new quick action, you'll be able to do it. So the quick action, the one which you're seeing it here, right? It can also be called as global action or quick action. Okay. So if at all, if you wanted to have, so once you click on this new task, a new task record is going to be created. Okay. So imagine if you wanted to create a record on some other object. So this is the place you will be selecting. So you have this target object, right? So you can pretty much create all these things. Okay, so if at all, if I wanted to create a contact object from this one, okay, quick action. So I can simply have this thing like create a contact. Okay, create a contact, and I'll have this created. Okay, and this is a success message which I'll be giving. Okay, contact is created, and I'm clicking on save. So quick action is created, and yeah, let me see that. So yeah, I have created a new quick action called contact, right? So this is the one. So if at all, if you wanted to create a new account record in this contact page itself, okay? So this is the one you will be creating. So this is called as custom. The one which you create is called as custom quick action, and the one which Salesforce by default they have provided is called as standard. So the one you'll be able to see it here itself, okay? So these are all the things that are created by Salesforce because it doesn't have a double underscore C in the end. It has only this account, right? So yeah, so this is one of the thing, and so pretty much you'll be able to find only these things like new button list. So if at all, if you wanted to create a new list and properties on map, as I already told you, right, like the customly created one. So this is the customly created lightning component. Okay, lightning component. Okay, so you will also be having the send message. Okay, this is something that is provided by Salesforce defaultly. Okay, so this is the one which I created by myself. Okay, to show demo. So this this is the custom link which I created, and the link URL which I had was this one. Okay, so simply I can also choose whatever one, whatever thing which I wanted. Okay, so I can also have the merge fields inside this URL as well. Okay, so if at all, if I wanted this particular IDs, you know, um, yeah, this particular ID there, I can simply have. So this is basically a formula bar. Okay, so in this formula bar, if you wanted, you can simply go ahead and have this changed. Okay, so you have this option here where if you select, you will be having this account name. So yeah, okay, yeah. So sorry guys. Yeah, so this is one of the thing that you need to observe. Okay, so I've created. Okay, let me open that again and show you. Okay, so you have this thing. Okay, so if at all, if you wanted to display in a new window, you can choose it. Otherwise, you can simply go with the other option that is available. Okay, if at all, if you wanted to display in the existing window itself with a mini sidebar, okay, or without a sidebar, or if at all, if you wanted to execute a JavaScript, you can simply use this option. Okay, so by using this option, you'll be simply able to execute the JavaScript. Okay, so this is the one. So if at all, if you wanted to call a visual force page, okay, so you can simply select this visual force page, and the content that you wanted to display is the one you will be selecting. Okay, so as of now, I don't have any visual force page in my org. So if at all, if you have any visual force page, this would be displayed here. Okay, and also on click JavaScript. So most of the time, if at all, if you wanted to connect Salesforce with any third party application, okay, so that's when you'll be choosing this one. So imagine you wanted to call a third party application through a button. So your client, what they'll be having in place is they'll be just clicking on this. Imagine this is a custom link and they'll be clicking on this. Okay, so that will be leading them to a new window where it shows about the third party application that they wanted. Okay, so the if you select this on click JavaScript option, you need to code it in Java script language. Okay, so basically, yeah, so in JavaScript, if at all, if you so the in a few things you will be having the code in Salesforce blogs itself. Okay, so if at all, if you wanted to create any new, or if basic code that you wanted to execute, like if at all, if you wanted to call a third party application, using that link, you can see that in Salesforce blogs or any Salesforce forums. Okay, there'll be like a lot of samples available where you can choose out of it. Okay, and yeah, so I have selected URL. Okay, so this is going to be displayed in URL, and if you click on this preview option, yeah, it's going to show the resources that is available. Okay, so as of now, I'm just going to click on this thing. And the other option that is available here is the one that you're seeing here. Okay, the detail page. So I wanted in a detail page as a link. So I select this option. Okay. So if at all, if I wanted it as a button, I'm going to select this button option. So it's not going to be presented as a link, but it's going to be visible in this way. Okay. So this is called as button, and yeah, and the list button. So if at all, if you wanted in the list view, okay. So if at all, if you wanted in the list views, you can create your own custom button. Okay. So that's the meaning for this. So it has these three options available where you can create customly by yourself. Okay. So yeah. So we have seen page layouts yesterday and compact page layouts and lightning app builder pages and custom button, custom links and custom actions. Okay. So as I already told you, right? So the option that is available here, like links, buttons, and actions, as I already told you, it has a separate button for that. Okay. So if you go to this, you'll be finding new action as a separate button and new button or link as a new button. Okay. So that's one of the thing. And these are all the things that are standardly provided by Salesforce. Okay. And yeah. So object limits, as I already told you, each object contains a limit. Since Salesforce is a multi-tenant architecture tool, you'll be able to find all these things here. Okay, so you only have limit up to 5 to create a lookup filter field and the active validation rules. Okay, so there might be any inactive, there might be n number of inactive validation rules, but there should be only 100 active validation rules for this particular object. Okay, so that's a limitation and rules that Salesforce product has set. And the workflow rules, 50, approval process 500, custom field 500. Okay, roll up summary 25. Okay, so this is the least, I believe. So all these other fields like custom fields and all 500, or custom relationship, even the relationships fields, right? Like the one which you create with lookup relationship or master detail relationship, you can have only 40 fields max. Okay, more than that, it's going to show you an error message saying you have reached the limitation. Okay, and also sharing rules. So I think Alagendri and Kishore, I have taught you this sharing rules, but yeah, as I go through all these concepts, yeah, you'll be pretty much familiar with this. Okay. And total workflow rules, you can create 500 as same as validation rules. And we look up functions also. You have this 10 limit. Okay. And record type. So I think on Tuesday, Alagendri, she demoed her org. Okay. She kind of created two new record types. So that's the criteria. So for example, if at all, if you belong to a yeah, imagine there are like two streamlines of business going around, and one is premium and one is standard. And the standard users, they do not want to see the fields that the premium users are going to have access to, right? And premium users, they're going to have an entirely different yeah, so they're going to have entirely different page layout. Okay, so that's when this record type come into play. Okay, so you can assign different page layouts to different record type. Based on the record type, you will also be able to assign the page layout. Okay, so I'm going to click on master and imagine record type. Okay, so this is something like basic. You can simply give a name of your wish, and you can select next and give access to all the profiles, and you can select this option so that this particular layout will be applied across all the page layouts that is available in the org. Okay, And yeah, so the page layout that you wanted to see here is the account marketing or account sales. So whatever you wanted. Okay. So yeah, I have selected account sales. Okay. So account sales, the page layout is going to have this particular record type there. And you can also restrict fields based on the record type as well. Okay. So imagine to this record type, I don't want this field to be visible. Okay. The active field. So I'm just going to have this thing like, the default value, if at all, if I want, or if I don't want it to have this particular field there, I can have this in place. Okay. And yeah, so pick list. So you have this option only to edit the pick list. So imagine for the, so there is like one field and there are like 5 values available for this field. And imagine your client says like, yeah, your premium customer should have access to 3 pick list values available out of this. And standard, they should have like only 2 values available. Okay. So they should have only access to these 2 values. So imagine in such scenarios, you will be creating a new record type and you will be having that record type and the fields especially. Okay. You'll be having these fields and you'll be pretty much able to select the values that is available here. Okay. So if at all, if you wanted the only government and committee value to be present for this particular record type, you will have the so access to do that. And also imagine for this particular record type, I wanted some value to be selected by default. You can have this option here as well. Okay. So this is something called as record type. So any doubt guys until what I told today? So I think I pretty much took all these concepts today. So maybe I leave these topics for tomorrow. So yeah, Ashwin, do you have any questions or anybody? Okay, so or Allegendry, if at all, if you have tried some things in your developer or yesterday, or if you had encountered with some issues, you can, yeah. So yeah, Ashwin, it's not only about like compact layout, all these things which I taught you yesterday and today, right? So the compact layout, of course, so on account, if you have any compact, the thing which I'm showing you now, so you'll be able to edit it. And also there will be the assignment also. Okay. So as you saw for page layouts, you'll be having a separate section called page layout assignment. Okay. So you have something called page layout assignment. So similarly, you have an option called, yeah, you have an option called compact layout assignment for mini page layouts as well. Okay. So please send the recording. Yeah, sure. Sure, Alagendri. Yeah. I think can you tell me the date so that I can upload those videos? So yeah, please let me know. I wanted to know the date so that from the date which I uploaded, I'll be uploading the videos that I have recorded after that day. Okay. I'll be uploading that. Yeah. So yeah, so this is the thing that you'll be having. Okay. So if at all, if you wanted to have another layout also, you can simply have clone it and have it. Or if you don't want it, you can delete it. Or if you wanted to edit it, you can simply click on edit and you'll be having these options. Okay. Okay. From 7th March. All right. So I'll upload. Yeah. Hmm. I'll upload from 7th March. Okay. Do not worry. Yeah. So yeah, guys, like if you guys have any other questions, you can shoot out. Uh, Otherwise, yeah, we can. wind up the call, because I want you guys to individually go and create new button or link by yourself, a new action, and select the different option that is available. Okay, when you create new button or link, you can select different option that is available. Like check how you can call a Visualforce page by clicking that custom button, or how you can call a JavaScript. Okay, how to execute a JavaScript page, or how to call an URL. Okay, so yeah, I recommend you to have a hands-on session on this, and also this lightning record page that is called the lightning app builder page. I want you guys to like see all the components and drag and see how it is reflected on this page. Okay, so yeah, so okay guys, I think if you're good, I can yeah, end the class. So yeah, this will seem like a big topic, but if you have hands-on experience, or if you do a hands-on exercise on these topics, you'll be thorough with it. Like this is all like point and click. Okay, so yeah, you'll be pretty much able to get what it is. Okay. Okay, guys. Then thank you. Thanks for joining. Let's meet tomorrow. Yeah. Bye.